Hi, ladies, and hi, everyone.
Now, in the eve of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, I wanted to record this short presentation so I could share it with those of you that won't be attending our normal Women's Network drop-in. So if you bear with me for a moment. Share my screen. Okay, so November the 25th is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls. Now, before I go into the day and what that's all about and all the things connected to it, I came across some really startling statistics, which I wanted to share with you. One in 3 women worldwide have experienced physical and sexual violence in their lifetime. Globally, as many as 38% of murders of women are committed by male partners. 200 million women and girls have experienced female genital mutilation, as it's called FGM. Globally, around 137 women are killed by their partner or family member every day. It's estimated that up to 10 million children are victims of sexual exploitation. And as many as 1 in 4 women experience physical or sexual violence during pregnancy. And domestic violence is a global problem that affects 35% of women worldwide. Now, there were a sea of statistics, and this is a small collection, but startling, it is the word. I feel that the percentages, the numbers, quite shocking. Okay, so this is a short video, and it was made by the Teachers Union, the NASUWT, and they mention it in the video. And I just wanted to highlight that that's the Teachers Union. It's a very short video.
The International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls is a sad reminder that sexism and sexual violence continues to blight the lives of too many women and girls around the world.
Women make up more than half of the trade union movement, but still too often in their relationships at work and at home, we lack power.
During the pandemic, women and girls have continued to be disproportionately impacted, and sexual violence and harassment has increased. In schools, there's shocking evidence of daily assaults. 47% of NASUWT women teachers report that they themselves have experienced sexual harassment or witnessed it against colleagues in their school or college.
So violence against women is a workplace issue, it's a trade union issue, and it will only be resolved by unions working with employers and enforcement authorities.
On the 25th of November every year, we mark the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women and Girls, with strategies to create real change and a society free from sexual violence for women and girls around the world.
A very thoughtful video. Okay, so alongside the International Day and combining it, the International Day of Elimination to Violence Towards Women and Girls, is this 16-day activism of and people normally look at that and think, well, I need to know more about it, or why should I care? Why does it matter? It matters because violence against women continues to occur at an alarming scale in every country in the world. Too often it's accepted as normal behaviour, and the global culture of discrimination against women allows violence to occur. Speaking out against women's rights abuses is something that women's rights organisations, including IWDA, do every day, including the 16 Days movement. They do things for people to listen, like lobbying governments, try asks to improve laws, services. They work within communities to spread awarenesses. They look to change discriminative attitudes and behaviours, and they respond to and try to prevent violence against women by various campaigns. However, the violence against women is a global problem and it requires global action. Calls for actions like the 16-day programme are crucial because they shine a spotlight on the issue of violence against women. There are moments to create public awareness about what needs to change and prevent it from happening in the first place, locally, nationally, regionally, and on an international level. So when we think about why do we care, that's why we care. So we think about what can we do? So the first thing I think that comes to mind to me is listen and believe survivors. When a woman shares her story of violence, she takes the first step in breaking a cycle of abuse. It's on all of us to give her the safe space that she needs to speak up and be heard. Earlier this year, I collaborated with a very brave survivor who came to the Women's Network and shared her story. And together we put together a booklet called Why Did She Stay? And it was because of the disbelief that she had gone through because she stayed. When she shared the level of abuse that she'd gone through, and people looked at her and thought, well, why didn't you just go? There were so many different aspects as to why she stayed. And then what followed that is the different quotes from different females in regards to why they stayed. That she literally, we looked and we researched and we thought this needs to be shared. So because of that, we put together the booklet. Another way is teach the next generation, learn from them. You know, the examples we set for the younger generation shape the way that they think about gender, respect, human rights. So start that conversation about gender roles earlier on and challenge the traditional features, the characteristics assigned to men and women. Hold each other accountable. You're not alone. Violence can take many forms, including sexual harassment in the workplace and in public spaces. Take a stand by calling it out. When you see it, report it. Inappropriate sexual comments and sexist jokes are never okay. Know the data and demand more. To effectively combat gender-based violence, we need to understand the issue. I'm learning every single day more and more information around this. Relevant data collection is key to implementing successful prevention measures and providing survivors with the right support. Thank you. And as I said, it was a very short presentation, but the stats are there, and some of them are quite startling. But so in honor of the International Day of Elimination Against Violence to Women and Girls, awareness, teach the young, learn from the young, but above all, let's look after each other and support each other. Thank you.